Alright, hello, and happy Wednesday! We have got our game stream today, which means we are jumping right on back in to some Sunless Sea. I have been dying to get back into this since we played this Saturday. Oh man, This game so far has been really interesting, with all of the weird lore and, like, almost eldritchy, but not quite. Um, I was told last stream that this is set in a universe that has like a free-to-play game, and I believe it's like a text forum-based kind of game. I did not go look into it, mostly because I know there is likely going to be some degree of correlation and spoilers and stuff, and I want to keep all the weird, funky lore just kind of condensed into the game at the moment. I do know there is also a second game of this. However, it is not Sunless Sea, but it is called Sunless Skies, and I think you are piloting an airship in that one, and trying to survive. So I may end up looking into that too once we finish this one. But I believe we're ready to hop right on into things. I believe. Oh no! One last thing. We are at 40 followers. We have 10 left before the egg hatches, guys. I am excited. I've got our little things in place now too for when we get that in and get that done. I am stoked. Alright, so now we can get into our Sunless Sea. Let's see. The greater your engine power, the faster your ship will go, but the more fuel it consumes. The greater your weight, the slower you'll travel. Hopefully it doesn't give us the same kind of minor issues that it gave us last time, since nothing's been adjusted between then and now. Like, this hasn't been opened, so it should work. Hopefully. If not, I'll be wrestling it again until it gets to work and... Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh good, it kept all our stuff. Alright, so from last time to this time, our entire playthrough last time was beginning to end. We started a captain and we lost that captain. And chat has us doing a it's not a challenge, but I guess like a theming for all of our captains where each one is based around our comic characters, which I think is really neat. I like that idea. Our first one was Astra, and now we're starting with Lillian. So, for Lillian, we have to find our father's bones, we have a passenger who wants to board our ship, the Labyrinth of Tigers. Oh, there's like new stuff, too, when you... Ooh! Okay. I'll come back to this in a second. Yes, we have lots going on. We have this... Oh, our Shady Cook. He can render the supplies edible, not palatable. Right, okay, because we went with a... the veteran who fought in hell. Or fought against hell and lost. And escaped. Oh, keys. Thank you. Okay, so we are once again starting in Fallen London with our deep, dark, and marvelous. All voyages start here, and this is where successful voyages end. So I am going to look at the Labyrinth of Tigers now, because I'm curious what this means. The Labyrinth of Tigers is open under the patronage of the London Zoological Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. Here you may see the devil apes of Far Mandalay, the thing in the mirror, the Pantigester's children? The gargantuan cave snake, the inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend, NB, the hybrid fiend non-binary? The management recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time. That's not alarming. Purchase live specimen from the labyrinth. The labyrinth does not sell its exhibits, but keepers can be bribed. Provide a rare creature of the labyrinth. Are those the young siren serpents? Marvelous, marvelous. We'll pay handsomely, of course. Sell a harlot fry? Okay, so we need to go get some harlot fries. Harlot fries just makes me think of food. Alright, okay, so in this one we have to get the favor of the Admiralty. We have 70 echoes, which we learned that we should save. We're gonna get our mushroom buddy again. So it says, a Blummigan sits atop a splintered crate, clicking and whistling at captains as they come near. A polite bow. You extend your hand and the Blummigan leaps on, its tendrils intertwine with your fingers, and it chitters quietly. It meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. It's very small. Is it old enough for naval service? You're pretty sure its mustache has been drawn on in pen in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship's gangplank, the creature flutes and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosun winces as you bring it aboard. We now have a Bloomington cabin again? Delightful. Alright, so we can't do this yet. We don't have a... Yeah, we don't have a free day yet. We don't want to hire more crew. Dry dock we don't need. We are going to offer a tomb to the... Or a tomb? I mean, we are offering it a tomb. But we're going to offer the Tomb Colonist Passage. Yeah, because they want to go to Venderbite. Which is vaguely somewhere up north. It's oddly difficult to die in fallen London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones on aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep until their journey is done. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take them north to the colony of Venderbite and sell them there. Again, it says sell them, and that's... Karma, hey! How far have you gotten by now? We only just started stream, so we are where you probably left off at for stream last time. We're just getting everything resituated again. Like picking up the tomb colonist. And we still got Lillian over here. What, you haven't streamed this a bunch of times since whenever that was? Saturday? No. I have my particular stream schedule is I'll do games. Okay, I'll start at the beginning of the week. That makes more sense. Tuesdays is my art stream days, and then Wednesdays, like today, are game streams, and then Saturdays are typically variety days, so it's kind of whatever I'm feeling like doing. So it might be art, it might be a game, it might be something else if I come across that. My ability to catch consecutive streams is usually non-existent. Oh, well, may have broken that. So I apologize for any occasional long pause. I have coffee, and that is a need. I don't remember where you were on figuring out the basics of the game last time. Oh, that's fine. We're gonna get there one way or another. We'll get it figured out. Alright, so we've got a tomb colonist. We have our 70 echoes. I think the ship stuff is still fairly the same. Yeah. Our Invictus token. Advice for captains. Yes, we're mariners, so we know something of it. Our lineage, we have captains lost, captains have died, these things have happened. Others will challenge the Untersee, so we know that this is because Astra died last time. Alright, quality of lodgings. Yeah, so we still have a room above the blind helmsman. We were a soldier in our past, which I had mentioned before that we went with the one where we fought hell and helped lose. I think partly because you died, and then you went through the legacy process, and then ended stream without doing anything with the new captains. My brain formed no memories of you applying any lessons learned. Ah, probably. Because I technically didn't. Okay, so that's Tomb Colonists, finding our father's bones. Cold Trail. Speak with the Admiral, so we gotta collect our reports to go do that. Someone is looking for passage. Almost safe? What's this? Wait, was almost... Alright, that one's just there. Alright, so... Go to our story. Passenger. Does that mean you forgot them all since you didn't use them? I will... I will probably forget, or it'll take me a couple minutes. I'll have my epiphanies. Let's see. Agree to carry the unsettled salvager to Fenderbite. She visits Wolfstack every day in Z-stained rags, begging for passage. No captain will look her in the eye. Unlock with a crest for passage 4 and a crest for passage no more than 4. You have 4. Sure, okay. I mean, we have to go to Venderbite anyway because of the Tomb Colonist. 2 for 1, let's go. Welcome aboard. She embraces you. I'd kiss you, Captain, but my beloved is prone to jealousy. We were parted in the ancient I can word. We were parted, but the ancient captains at Venderbite know where she is. I just don't want to patronize by repeating the same help spiels I gave you before, except I don't remember. No, you're fine. You're good. And I promise, like, I'm pretty good about, like, asking chat. Like, if I get stuck somewhere, or I have a question, I promise I'll ask. It's no worries. Okay, so, we've got our 2 passengers. What have we got in our hold? We've got 10 fuel, 5 supplies. We want more supplies. How many people died till now? Sky! Dude, welcome! We've only lost 1 captain, and that was Saturday. So, we're on our 2nd captain. We're good. But how's it going, Sky? Captains are replaceable? I mean, you're not wrong. You don't get stuck in this game, you slowly die little by little while flailing about in confusion as to what you're doing wrong. This is very true, yeah. I did pick up on very quickly when I was dying last time. No, not journal. And we've got our mushroom buddy again. Okay, so there's something about flares. Increasing this, okay, so that's why that was important. So I did want to grab one of those. And then we have 10 fuel. We're at 20, okay. So we have 7 supplies. We were informed that we can hunt bats. Torpedo components? One of the most striking coincidences over time, torpedoes are torpedo-shaped. Alright, fair enough. I think we'll leave those alone. The Camius yard, I don't think we can... Yeah, we can't do anything with this yet. Same with the recipes. Can't really do anything with these. Let's look at our shipyard. I think, yeah, that's for our ship stuff. Okay. The main new things new players struggle to grasp are something awaits, the ship's lamp, and running lights, and the Admiralty economy. Well, no, so I do remember about the lights now, which that makes a lot of sense. I probably would have caught on to that much later. So, thank you for telling me about that one. The something awaits, I don't think I ever would have caught on to. I I think I have a grasp of how the economy works. Critical to survival. Yeah, I caught that. Okay, so I think we're good to get exploring. And we gotta find harlot fries. The Admiralty economy specifically. Ah, fair enough. Okay. So we've got 9 fuel, 7 food, no fear, and the dangerous world ahead. So let me take a sip of my coffee and then we will get grooving. So you gotta get north to Venderbite. Now we casually chug along to these dangerous open waters. Goes out of its way to discourage repetitive. Yeah, I did catch on to that too. Alright, we're at Hunter's Keep, so we will pick up the thing, and then we will keep going. Oh, we forgot to read the news. I was like, there's definitely something I forgot to read the news. Okay, so we will... Let's see. Up a dark rock swathed in mist, like 100 other Untersea islands. But here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides, an unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Alright, let's see. A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor, where 3 young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles, the eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. You'll find a story when you next make port. Alright, so we know Cynthia is, I believe, salt. Lucy is stone. So we're gonna see what Phoebe's got going on. Let's see. Phoebe is soft voiced, watchful, unpredictable. Phoebe has a story to tell. Of 2 lovers, parted by water, of a raven that carried messages of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room to the false stars glittering in the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore, the Untersea shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spined things pulse in the depths. There's a sense like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there, you finish the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver biscuits. If you specialize or know what you're doing, you can branch out of Admiralty work sooner. That's easy to stay dependent on it quite a while. Well, that's fair. That's all for now. Memory of distant shores. At the university and in the tomb colonies, they'll pay well for stories of far lands. You're acquainted. You gain a supply. No hunger. Fragment remains unchanged for lore. The god of storm. An ancient anger knows you. Oh, buddy. That sounds dangerous. Okay, so if we look at our map, yeah, low Barnet, and then, okay. So launch. We'll turn our lights off. Because I know there is... Or there was. Let me turn this back on, hang on. Alright, the game had mentioned that it kind of adjusts a little bit, but everything's kind of in the same general direction. Oh god. Okay. No. Okay, there. Oh, Z-Bat. When you're far from land, click on the Z-Bat. It'll search for undiscovered... Oh! Oh, that's right! You do get loot. Hang on, let me turn around. Turn that back on. There it is. Loot and Scuttler? You finished opening a cache of curiosities. These penances don't sail far from their hidden harbors, but something at the back of the hold. Take the bung carefully. A firkin of honey. This is what they call prisoner's honey, wrung by the lighter bees from the exile's rows. I wonder who made up all these names. Remarkable, able Seaman Carget. Someone who has read a sight too many books, I'm thinking. There we go. We'll pass by into the light real quick. You've gained a secret. Speak to your officer to improve your abilities. Ooh. Alright, so that's Carissa's point. Discovered Harmon's Stag. We fed our crew. On the horizon is sickly yellow light flares. Alright. We've got our thing. Yes! We've got here. Alright. The trouble with tomb colonists. You've brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? One last fight. Your passenger has been drinking. Ahoy, she chortles. Defend yourself. She launches a tipsy assault. Your crew hang back, chuckling. Thanks, crew. Okay. You have a 100% chance of success. Okay. An effortless defense. Tomb colonists have a lifetime of bitter experience. Some of them are the deadliest combatants under the earth. Possibly this one is, when she hasn't drunk quite so much rum. You'll never know. She salutes you, laughing after you disarm her. Good fight, she opines. Then she staggers backwards and falls over the side. You never do find what happened to her, but at least you have her rather magnificent cavalry saber and her belongings. Oh. Fair enough. Okay. You succeeded in the Iron Challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chances of success. Destroy. Increase the damage your attacks do. You brought a tomb colonist to Venderbite and defeated them in an unexpected duel. Just what precisely is their problem? I now have an outlandish artifact. This belongs in a museum. Assuming the colonial imperial appropriation for the purpose of hegenomic... that's a lot of big words. Taxonomization is a suitable response to the problem of intercultural contact, which it probably is, because museums are magnificent institutions. If you've made an ironclad will, you convert a collection of these into heirlooms for your successor. Destroy increases the damage your attacks do. You've lost one tomb colonist. You've gained 2 supplies. Okay. What about the lady? We had on top of the tomb colonist, we had someone else too. Memory of distant shores, our artifact. I could have sworn we grabbed the lady. Also, I'm gonna talk to our cook here. For the secret. What you want? He might say more, but a coughing fit takes him. Eventually he straightens up and wipes his mouth slowly with his forearm. The shady cook is not the most hygienic of officers, but he'll do until you find someone better. Increase your hearts. That's a sound. Spend a secret to improve your hearts, but no higher than 50. Ask him what he wants from life. We're gonna go with our heart and get some hearts. Buddy, I've got no idea what you're saying. Game is inconsistent about passengers. Some passengers are handled as officers, some are handled as cargo, some are listed as curiosities, and some are only tracked in the journal. Ah, I've gotcha. Okay. So what does our boy want? Though I don't know if we're gonna understand him. For? He looks you directly in the eyes. Scioli? He repeats it more slowly. Sea of lilies. He licks his lip very slowly. Eventually, you have to look away. The Sea of Lilies is somewhere in the east central Untersee. Okay. That's odd, my man, but okay. Alright, so let's look at our journal. Where... Yeah, okay, we've passenger 5, but... Lineage, acquaintances... Oh, that's so bizarre. Okay. Yeah, I don't see, just on a skim, I don't see where our... Which lady was this? She said it was she said it was an unsettled scavenger, and she was trying to get to Venderbite for... because her and her lover were separated. Oh, now it's not listed anymore. I don't know how to take that other... Oops. Sounds like a different tomb. Yeah, I grabbed the tomb colonist, and then I grabbed, and then I grabbed someone else, because they needed passage. Man, that is so weird. Find ancient captains to speak to... Oh, no, it's right here. I can read. I'm... Find ancient captains to speak to the unsettled salvager. Okay, so she's just not in my list. Shouldn't be too hard. What else have they got to do around here but Mulder? Unlock the dreams of a lady, 1, and you have a lady no more than 1. You have 1. Okay. Alright, let's see. She's probably the request for... Yeah, she is. Let's see. Terrible bad luck. An assortment of decrepit Z-captains gathers around her, compelled by tradition, honor, or boredom. She picks her nails and closes her eyes when at last she speaks. I want to find Lady Black. The captains that can run, do. Oh. The rest shuffle away as swiftly as they're able. Only 1 remains behind. How long were you down there? He asks. 20 minutes, she replies. Captain puts his hand on her shoulder. Seek the house of the Keel in Polythrium, he says. But if you can forget her, do. It's possible. He embraces her and departs. That's ominous. The unsettled salvager is willing to sail far to find her. Alright then. Unlock when something awaits you is probably there. No more than... Oh yeah, let's go gather our gossip. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the separated from significant other tomb colonist. So maybe that tomb colonist was the one that yeeted themselves overboard. Let's see. Along the coast of the Untersee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Okay, so we've got that one. I don't know... Do I have this right now? Yes, I have my little lantern token. Okay, so let's go exploring. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The zoo colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. 1 building in 3 seems abandoned. Monumental ruins. The builders of this place worked with great slabs of neath-wall stone carved with blanked eyes, unsmiling faces, and blocky stoic serpents. Search warily. The Neath is rarely gentle. Treat this place as enemy territory. Your mirror's quality gives you 30... No. Okay, never mind. Picnic. Creepers climb the shattered pyramid. An owl blinks at you from an idol's mouth. In the undergrowth, a cave lizard munches decorously on a white cricket. This place seems peaceful. Rest a while. Unlocked with 1 supply. You have 9. Oh, this will, like, consume a... I'm assuming I will probably get harmed if I attempt this. But I don't want to eat a supply. We've got 9. Picnics reduce terror cheaply. Fair enough. We don't really have much terror, though. I mean, we've got a little bit, but... And you get other little trinkets. Okay, well, you've got me with the trinkets. Okay. Wine and sea bread. You and your comrades find stones to perch on and munch laver bread, truffles, and herring. Someone passes a bottle of Greyfields, an adequate vintage. White crickets buzz in the weeds, a shiver of wind passes, and then the air is still, with that absence of chill that passes for warmth down here. 2 sailors compare tattoos. Your head swims pleasantly with the wine. That's all for now. You lost 2 terror, now new total is 3 wary. Floss a supply. I've got no trinkets. Sadness. It's okay, though. Let's go back on wary, though, and not full-on terror. Okay, so we don't have our token anymore. Oh yeah, can I... Unlocked with witness the curator's end, no more than 0. Okay, so we are going to talk to the first curator, because that has the... I believe that has the color quest in it. And I kind of want to see how that goes. Z Captains, the first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonies, but even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close. No more light, the obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape, no larger than a child, lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. We will listen to the whispered request. Sea Captain. Alright. Silk skin. Which is the most uncomfy term I have heard in a very long time. Not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors. 7 colors. Pay well. 7 colors. Cosmogon, Irigo, Pelican, Steward has list. Find them here and there across the wide Black Sea. Okay, so then we can ask about our Grand Sanatorium. A long, low chuckling. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below. Not unless we go to Z. So we needed something else. Somewhere to end. Accept the commission. Yes. The frustrating part of Sunless's design is that random outcomes that are not skill-based are often unannounced, leaving the impression that only one outcome is possible. I checked the wiki to be sure. The Monumental Ruins exploration encounter has 6 possible outcomes. 2 for the picnic, 2 for both a success and failure at a mirror's roll. Huh. To be fair, I think for a game like this where you're encouraged to consistently have this kind of like growing replay cycle, it's not a bad idea to have multiple like unannounced outcomes, because after a certain point, knowing what an outcome will be and not kind of makes it lose its replayability, or and kind of loses the player's interest after a while, because you're repeating the same thing over and over and over again to get to a certain point that you may or may not have already reached. And if you've gotten through like a huge portion of this game, and then suddenly you're having to start over because you messed up or you miscalculated or you died or something like that, then having to go through the same monotonous process of trying to find but you know, let's see. I've watched a lot of players make assumptions a choice will always get them a good or bad outcome and then lock in that decision forever. Now that's fair. And again, I think that might be part of also the charm for the game, though, is that you don't know. You really just don't genuinely know what's going on. For example, I think this is the first time in quite a while that I have seen such a heavily blacked out map. More words. It collapses, rustling back on the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim, illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do this one last favor. And now we've got the Neath bow and all of the pages of the colors. Perhaps not. Yeah, but humans tend to presume they know a lot more than they do, which makes a game that expects you to work with uncertain knowledge very difficult for them. That's fair. So I'm gonna point this out specifically for myself. I am a horribly curious person. I have always got a million questions, so when it comes to a game like this that is consistently offering different options and never knowing the outcome, that holds my attention and my curiosity very, very heavily. However, I do understand what you're saying, how a lot of games where there's so much unknown, a lot of people are gonna kind of look at the game and be like, man, this is way too hard, and keep it moving. Even if the game is, designed to be that way. Like in Star Sector, where the game expects you to learn to interpret ambiguous sensor blips, a lot of players can't deal with that and decide they must either always or never be pirates. See, I don't know what Star Sector is, so my only comment available for that is I feel like being a pirate is always a good choice. Well, if it's in relation to the actual pirate era, not modern day pirates currently, but old pirates on galleons and that sort of thing. But I'm biased. I like pirates, so. Okay, so we've got all our lovely colors here. We've got our fragment. We've got 7 fuel, 8 things. Everything is expensive when you're not in London. I am gonna buy a fuel. Well, no, I'll have no money. Um. Okay, so here's a question I do have. If I were to sell this right now, right? Is that the point of Memory of Distant Shores, is to sell them? Because, like, these are the stories that you collect, so you would sell them to people? Or is that something I should be more cautious about selling? No, I mean, they decide the blips must always represent pirate fleets outside the sensor range, so they avoid them. But more often they are things that could be salvaged, like derelicts or other natural fleets. You're supposed to guess based on size and position of movement and what the blips are likely to be. That sounds like a really sick gameplay mechanic, honestly. Like a really creative way to use a sonar representation. On top of my curiosity, I will say I have a big love for unique gameplay loops and just gameplay, or not gameplay, but like game dev stuff. So I watch and look into a lot of gameplay and game dev stuff. So weird mechanics like that are gonna intrigue me. And again, my curiosity is gonna go, we should go look and see what the dangerous blip might be. Let's go. So I Okay, so we've got pages. over. We've got a ton of curiosities right now. What is this? Oh, or flare. That's right. So we only have one. Yeah. We've got one flare, 8 supplies, 7 fuel. I really don't. Oh, yeah, and 100 dreams in every barrel. Can I sell that, actually? Is that something I can sell? Not here. Memory of Distant Shores is story items. Some other story items are Recent News, Sea Story, Tale of Terror, and Vision of the Surface. They're all common. They trade at about 10 echoes. Getting more than that for them is a good deal. They have many, many uses in many different places. Okay. So I will sell it. And then that'll leave me with 12. I could buy a supply. What do we... Hold on. What do we... No, no, no. How many... Where are my reports? I've got ports somewhere. Do they have a different shipyard? Oh, they do. Deeds to a steam yacht? Vessel for diplomats, merchants, and wealthy spies. Huh. Neat. Okay, so... I'm not out of my mind. I know I have reports. Can I witness my reports? Mm, apparently no. This is fine. Okay. So, I think we can get moving and grooving. We could go in a wide circle here. So let's try that. Let's try a wide circle. Oh, there's bats. No. Why? There we go. Okay. Little leathery corpses lie scattered across your deck. The rest of the swarm vanishes into the neathy dark. Oh, offloading stores quickly early game when you need cash is fine, but note they use no cargo space, and so they are items of value that you can freely hoard at no cost until you find an ideal opportunity to use them. They are like NFTs if they weren't a cryptocurrency scam. Have you ever heard of Polynesian big money? No, I have not. Their succulent was, yep, into the pot. You've gained 1 supply. Good. And we are all clear. Trying to stay away from the living iceberg there. Sensors arc. Don't come over here. I beg. Oh wait, there's a port. Let's go. Discovered Codex. 50 fragments gained. What do we got? The Isle of Codex. Codex, a desperate cave full of new exiles and an inexplicable colony of shivering and bad-tempered monkeys. Oh. This one, oh, acquire a doomed monster hunter. This one will wait all her life for a single answer. Give her that answer and she will be ready to lay down her life. We do not have a searing enigma. Compile a port report. No one will speak. This is a challenge. Let's go. Silently forthright. The exiles see many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar, the meanings unclear. Even when you can understand, these are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. Alright, we've compiled that. Let me see, where are we? Fair enough. Alright, what are we looking at for... Alright, 6 fuel. Okay. Oh, there's another port over here. I don't know what this is, but it looks neat. It's kind of a weird spot to try and get into, though. Wither? Alright. A chilly city beside a waste of salt. Oh, Polynesian big money, or Yapsy stone money, comes from the Yap Islands in Micronesia, called Rai by the Yaps. They are massive circular stones with a hole through the center, like a cartoon caveman stone wheel. Mined out of distant, inhospitable islands with stone outcroppings, and moved to more fertile islands by running a pole through the hole so a team of men can lift them. Oh, that's pretty sick. Behind the great arc, over the bay, the pale wastes stretch, white and silent as the face of the moon. From here you might almost imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. Do we have our token? We do. So we can explore. We can gather intelligence. Yep, this will give us our port. I don't have a way for shore leave. So we can explore, we can get intelligence. Citizens Wither enjoy questions, so much so that they always answer a question with another question. This can make intelligence gathering frustrating. Are you asking for any particular reason? At what time of day? Is that your hat? Why are they asking about my hat? Might it be 6? It could be 6. Eventually you cobble together enough implication and supposition to compose a report. And now we explore. Let's see. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of gray stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. A contest of riddles. Fisherfolk, sailors, a shady couple of likely pirates. And is that a drownie down by the water's edge? They sit around a fire at the Z's edge, passing around a bottle of something viscously black. They're wagering on riddles. Will you join them? Oof. Bet an echo on one of the simpler... Yikes. Rye stones are a real-world historical application of NFT currency and are still traded today, though largely ceremonially and for cultural reasons. Each stone is unique and has its own value. The stones are rarely moved once they are obtained, and rather everyone simply agrees that a new person now owns the stone, adds their name to an oral history ledger. Oh, that's pretty sick, actually. One echo? I have 32. I'm gonna bet one echo. Oof. A whale's eye? A fisherman chuckles and pounds the ground with a fist. City folk, he crows. City folk, pay up. Pages 25, failed in a challenge. Oof. Try again and you may have better luck. That's all for now. You've lost one echo. Now I have 5 fragments. Oofies. Ah, okay. Time to go. What is our map looking like? Where even are we? Oh, there's more north? What's our fuel looking like? 5. Do they have... No. Oh, it costs a sea story? Buddy. Anatomical cabinet? And a tale of terror. Dang. Okay, that's rough. Oops. Alright, I guess we will keep trucking. Why did the battle thing show up? Or does that always show up? That might always show up. Light. Though with only 5 things, we might want to turn around. We're gonna turn around. And we're gonna make our attempt back to London. We fed our crew. No, don't turn immediately red. We've got another token, which is good. It's snowing. The air trembles. A breath of change passes. Concerning. Alright. Cut through the lights of Censor's arc. No, don't turn the wrong way. Don't slam into the wall. The living iceberg is potentially chasing us. Or it's turning the other direction, that's fine. So basically, YAPC implemented a blockchain as an oral history and used it for banking large sums. Oh, neat. So we're gonna dock here. No, I don't want to be in fight. In fight? In a fight. Let me dock back here. Okay, we're gonna dock here. Do I have anything for... Yes, it's 20. That's right. Blech. We looking at for supplies? We're fine with supplies, so we just need fuel. So we will buy 1 more fuel. That puts us at 5. No. I always do that. Okay. So we'll do that, and then we'll keep heading our way to London. Yeah, they came to mind on account of Sunless having so much intangible trading. That's fair. Why did it pull up my... That's a crab over there. Why did it pull this up? Oh, because of the pirate. You don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me. No, you do. No. Oh my god. Where are we? Getting places. Okay. If we dock, we'll be fine. We've got a duck! Oh my god. Vuh. Okay, so we have something... Oh, wait. News. I don't have any recent news, though. Or we could go look around the island. I think we're gonna make a report on the island, so we have another one to give. The sea silence. Ships rarely come here, nothing changes, even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle, the house and the sisters, but the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. Okay. Is the pirate gonna leave us alone? No? Are we gonna have to make a run for it again? Are they leaving? No, then. Turn the lights off. Okay, so that's Low Barnet. Swing back down. And there is our docks. Oh, since I type so much in chat, I have this constant anxiety streamers will miss huge chunks of text if they're just reading the latest message posted. Did you read the message about the dowries? If you did, I spaced out. Sorry if I'm oversharing. No, you're fine! This is good! When there's lots of, like, interaction from chat, even if it's just one person, like, it helps streamers out a ton. And I did catch the thing about the dowries. I think it's really interesting. And kind of wild that they use such a thing for that. Okay, so we've got messages from the harbor master. All the clatter and song of the dockside, it soothes your soul. Are the messages for you? What is this? Let's see. Something has changed underneath. Another day. Time, the healer. The time at Z will change you. And London. Someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. You have one of this. Another day, a free evening. The Rose Market bustles on Roser's Wharf. Who will be there today? Okay, so we go to London. We go to the Admiralty Survey office. Too many words. They'll pay for information from Z captains. Find out what and how. But seriously, Karma, like you're good, I promise. Okay, so Hunter's Keep. We can give this to them. Gain 5 echoes, 1 favor. Yes, and they give me fuel, which is good. Now we tell them about Vendor Bite. We've got 10 echoes, another favor. We've been confirmed, and we got more fuel. Tell them about Wither. I refuse to ask any questions. I don't want to give them the satisfaction. I got 20 echoes for that one. 3 favor. More fuel. Tell them about Codex. I don't know if you didn't read it out loud or what. Communicating through chat gets so weird because you wait for the streamer to read out each message so you know they saw it and back and forth. And if you miss them doing that because you're focused on the wrong thing, or they just don't choose to voice that one out loud in conversational enough. That's fair. Yeah. No, I didn't necessarily read that one all the way out loud, and I think I was in the middle of doing multiple things in the game and reading that one at the same time, so that's on me. I'm sorry. Okay, 20 echoes, fuel, more favor. You have a new accomplishment. Surveyed Codex. Oh, that was an accomplishment? Neat. Okay. Do you have anything you want? The Admiral will see you now. The Admiral deals directly with more sensitive commissions. The dark spectacled Admiral. You're ushered into his office off Mansion's pyre, a cramped room with a vast desk. He surveys you across that desk. Ah yes, the merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. That's... The Admiral will purchase intelligence from you. A deplorable end. At the Parthenaeum Club, the Admiral drops hints about your father and about his deplorable end. What does the Admiral know? Assistance with substance. Substance. Ask if the Admiralty can provide a little fuel to cover your costs. This will take you to the dry dock where 1 point of favor will get you 2 to 3 fuel. Oh! Vital intelligence, that's locked. Submit your reports. Ask what he needs. Ask if there's anything particular he needs. I'm not blaming you. It's a struggle. I thought that was likely what happened. But like one of the dumbest parts of this kind of chatting is that you have to type while the streamer is talking, because the streamer is almost always saying something. I'm not a person who can constantly process incoming vocal language while processing outgoing textile language. Again, that while the streamer's talking, yeah. Yeah, no, that again, that makes sense. And this is definitely one of those weirder scenarios where it's gonna make it kind of weird because there's a lot of different brain cells and brain types kind of interacting in different ways. Red honey? We don't have any red honey. We do have the one thing of honey. I wonder if I can sell that. We'll find out eventually. Oh no. Okay. So we wanted to, let's ask about our father. Okay. Yes, there was a certain report. King Eater's That's a name for a castle. King Eater's Castle, the empty temple at the end of the world. Your father went there. No one makes the pilgrimage there if they intend to return. One way or another, no pilgrim returns home. I've heard that they stay. I have also heard that they go on somewhere even further. It is a regrettable place, Captain. The King Eater's Castle and its pilgrims do regrettable things. If you go, do not take any who are dear to you. The King Eater's Castle is in the far southeast of the map. Go there if you must. Seek King Eater's Castle in the far southeast. We got a lot of east trekking to do. Oh no, wait, I wanted to talk to him more. I can only do that? Oh, no, no. No, yeah, it's not up here anymore. Bruh. I don't have any antiquarian favors. Rose markets. I know we can't do anything with yet. We have pretty good odds. Hire on more crew. Low risk challenge. Okay, so first and foremost, we need to buy stuff and sell stuff. Does anybody want the honey? Oh, yeah. Here we go. We can sell it. There we go. Oh, good. We can buy our crate of human souls. You are either playing the game at a low resolution or have the UI scaled way up. The Admiral is on the storylet sidebar? Oh, I didn't realize you could click these. Thank you. I have the UI scaled up because I have bad vision, so I'm gonna miss a lot of things if I don't have a way to scale the UI up. But thank you. I didn't realize I could click these. I've seen these here, I didn't realize they were clickable. Okay. No, I didn't want any. Unfortunately, it doesn't scale up very well. A lot gets lost. Yeah, yeah. UI scaling gets weird. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Unlock one objective and Admiralty commission. No current commissions. You have this. Okay. Well, if I could be assured of your discretion. This port. Seek our agent there in return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal anytime. Retrieve strategic information from Wither. Ooh, okay, so we can just head right back north. That's fine. We already submitted our port reports. Let's ask his desires. Information. Visit a port and we'll be interested in the port report. Visit places of particular interest and we'll be interested in the strategic information you gain thereby. We will pay you well, don't worry. We understand you can't be expected to act entirely for the love of the Empire. His lip curls. What's left of it? Yeah? And the bad text wrap on the sidebar is making it a lot harder to read anything and pushing most of it off screen. The bad text wrap. Bad text wrap. Now I'm trying to rack my brain about text wrap. I've heard the phrase. It's not... Oh, this is where your pages are. So glean another 283 fragments to gain a secret. Oh, dang. Good to know. Let's scroll that down a little bit. Move this back. So we're not going to use the favor to go do that to get fuel, because we can buy fuel. We've got 86 echoes. We should be okay to buy lots of fuel and supplies. Alright, so let's go back to the docks. Continue. Okay, so we can go to the universe. Do they have anything for us? Oh, right, because we had the thing. We had a secret. Okay, so the university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, Z-specimens, and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. Find secrets by locating locations of interest or foreign ports. Quite impressed. Oh yes, the maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this one is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He explained teeth glinting. Lost one secret. A twist in your tail. You now have the favor of the antiquarians. We now have 26 pages. So just try adjusting the screen resolution if you can to make the game more accessible rather than cranking the UI scaling all the way up. Oh, so funny thing about the resolution. So I know it doesn't look like it on with how I have the overlay set up. But I actually have to play this windowed because for some reason if I have the resolution and have it not windowed but like full screened, for some reason the game just doesn't want to run. It just straight up crashes. So I have to play it windowed. So that's part of also why have the UI scaling up too. That was the other solution to the issue I had. Everything, which I would like to point out, I that probably sounds very weird. Everything that I do as far as like streaming and gaming and everything, this is all on one monitor laptop right now. So I'm working with what I got. Okay, so we've got our. You really gotta try to fix that not being able to full screen if you can. Yeah, I'll probably tinker with it. Probably not later. I have some work stuff I have to handle later. Maybe tomorrow, if I can. I stream on laptop too, but I get the challenge. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely weird. At first, there's definitely something to get used to. I can also definitely see the benefit of having like multiple monitors going on. When I first had seen like streamers doing multiple monitors, I was like, I guess I can see how that's helpful, but that also feels like it would be really overwhelming. No, no. One monitor is a little overwhelming. Because it's a lot to try and like keep track of and figure out. It took me way too long to figure out how to get a decent way for chat to be on the screen. And it's almost always covering something. For at least on like my end, so I can still see chat and not have to like tab out of the game or tab out of Clip Studio or that thing. Let's see. The alarming scholar is Mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moves and provoking teeth. Possibly her. Is it her? Appointment at University Maritime University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his. Is it his? Razor sharp enthusiasm from causing too many injuries in the faculty. Ah, yes, the scholar whispers breathlessly. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? If you have any knowledge items that the scholar will buy, they will appear below. Oh, I do have an outlandish artifact. There you go. Holy... Yo! That was money. We have something like that, he declares, but not very like that. Interesting. I have some ideas about suitable fees. You've gained 100 echoes. You've lost your outlandish artifact. Your antiquarian favor is increasing. One more needed to reach level 2. Gain more fragments. The Searing Enigma one. Ooh. Dread at sunrise. To read chat, I open the Twitch app on my phone, look at my own stream, and mute it. Then prop up the phone next to the laptop. Having a tiny version of my stream visible helps immensely with troubleshooting. Ooh. So I don't currently have a phone. I am how to put this in a stream safe way. Last year really aggressively sucked in a lot of different ways. And I am currently recovering from the suckage that was 2024 very slowly but surely. At present, I don't have a phone to do that with, so I had to figure out how to get Twitch chat, which I found it's like a GitHub download, and essentially it is a secondary, transparent window that it'll connect to your Twitch chat, and then when it pulls it up, it'll connect, and then it'll, filter through, well, not filter through, because that makes it sound like it's picking and choosing. It's not picking and choosing. But it'll just let chat scroll to the side, and then it's transparent, so even though it's kind of covering stuff, I can have it transparent so I can still see things behind it. At present, it's about the size of a box right here. So the only thing I can't necessarily see is Lillian's picture, and then but I can still see this because your message ends because it starts about here, the little icon with the heart, and then like the period is about right here. But because the mouse still goes underneath it, it's I can still see like my crew and stuff. And then chat eventually fades, so then I can just see it anyway. So that's what we're working with right now. Oh, I can't do any of these. All of these are locked. Okay. This is fine. We don't want him snapping their mechanical teeth at us. Yeah, everything sucks the big bad suck here as well. As for many years, I'm on Twitch because it's basically the only way for me to interact with people who aren't paid by the government to talk to me. Oof, dude. Yeah, Twitch is how I am currently getting out of the house. I feel that. um, whew, yeah, the government and everything else in a lot of different countries are just, it's a mess. The world's a mess. I'm hoping, I am very, I'm a very realistically optimistic individual. I'm hoping it just eases up, it gets better, because life cannot perpetuate on the same track all the time. That's just not how it works, so something's gotta give and something's gotta change. Oh yeah, we've gotta, okay. I'm going to shop the things that we need. So we need fuel. And we need supplies.
Karma Chimera entered the Fey realms.
Yo! Thank you for the follow! Oh, dude, that means that we're at 41 followers now. We're so close to this egg hatching. I'm so excited. I know a lot of the other little followers that are around here are also very, very invested in the egg. Okay. I'm gonna move this over. Okay, so we got 11 fuel, 11 supplies. We've got 46 echoes, which we'll keep. We gotta head back up north, and we also have to head east. Please don't be one of those variety streamers who plays one thing I like one time and never again, because I'm following literally hundreds of those. No worries, I greatly enjoy going through various different games. So, Sunless Sea, I'm new to. Our other stuff that we're playing right now is Moonlighter is what we're working through. Um, there is I want to do a completionist run of Hollow Knight. I've played Hollow Knight and I really liked Hollow Knight. I've only done one full playthrough of it. Um, but I didn't like unlock everything. That was just like I want to get through the story and see what ending I get, and I was really excited. So that would be something to do that we might do. Um, and then I have the art streams, and then I've got to pick up more games, and then what is oh, Not Tonight is on our playlist right now that we'll be playing eventually since we finished Papers, Please. Um, there's another game that I'm forgetting that I know I have that I haven't played that I what game am I forgetting? Um, I can't. Oh, someone requested me to play Vampire Therapist, which is a visual novel game. I don't typically play visual novels games, but I was really curious about the request, and I do have Vampire Therapist, so I so we might end up playing that too. Um, so we'll see though. Let's see. This is the no. This is the advice for captains. Why did I open this? I didn't mean to open that. Oh yeah, the labyrinth of tigers, because you gotta find harlot fries. The fact that you can bribe for a live oh, this must be for like a really wild mascot, is what I'm assuming. Alright, okay, we have a free evening. Sure, we'll take our free evening. It would be in London. It would be here. Our matter of luck. Pretty good odds. Okay. Unlocked when romance. A child in London? Unlocked when romance. Someone back home. Interesting. Alright, let's go. Good night out. Sea shanties, good companionship, the warmth of a pub fire. You are fortunate. You've lost 5 terror. New total, 14 wary. You've lost 30 echo. Oh, God. Okay. Rip. You have one of this. Recent news. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. New recruit. Who awaits your attention? Someone wants to sign on. Engage an officer, the brisk campaigner. Oh yeah. So this is... Oh, okay. Haunted doctor? Those are all locked. Engage a sailor. Well, we've got crew. We're fine. I think we should be fine to set on out once again. And again, we gotta head back north, which means we gotta pass by the pirate. Or pirates. And the living iceberg. Alright, so... let us launch with our 11 supplies. Take that, turn that off. And then we head back north. We go to Wither, we head east. So we are gonna pick up another report from Hunter's Keep. So we have that. Because I feel like it makes sense to just keep collecting reports as you're on the way to different places. So you have them for when you're traveling back. Alright, so we dock. Hunter's Keep. Yeah, so we don't have our... Ah, okay. So we can't do it yet. Tisk. Alright, keep it going then. We turn that off. Alright, so we've got that going. Dust echoes, even a sepia tint in the air. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. Oh my god, don't turn this way. No! My gracious. Bruh, why? I missed. Missed again. Ah! Our poor ship. Alright, so what do we find? Stout crate. You've gained 4 more supplies. Heck yeah, let's go. That was a big cost for that kind of reward, but it's fine. I need to get myself out of the dark real quick. We've got 21 for our poor hull. Chris's point. Horseman's Stag, which that has light, so we can go travel through it. Now we turn. And we dock. Can we get thingies? Yes. We can get the gossip. Continue with that. Grab this. Sorry, I got some important texts and had to deal with stuff and got up, so I hope I didn't miss anything in the past few minutes. The only thing you missed is that I got nearly obliterated by a single pirate. So our hull is at 21. But otherwise, not really, you know. Our poor ship. Oops. Okay, we've collected our thingy for the tomb colonies, our report. So now we continue on. Do you want combat tips, or do you want to figure out the combat yourself? I'll figure out the combat though. But I do appreciate it. If I end up with a question, I will ask though. Because I have figured out how the flares work, which is nice. Which I need to buy more at some point. Pickett's Bluff. Okay, we turn on the light, so it's orange. Turn that off. Please don't come this way. Please don't come this way. Please don't come this way. No living icebergs today, please. We pass over to Censor's Arc. Sluggish wave, the ship, which is... We fed our crew. Alright, so now we're gonna go swing by Codex. Again. Because we have our token, and I can't recall if we needed a token the last time we were here, or... Nah, token doesn't do anything. But we will take the report, of course. Always. Continue. Do they have shops here? Oh, they do. A sluggish and hostile merchant squints warily. A few goods of indifferent quality are available. They're also expensive. But we don't need those. I just need a spot to... Excuse me. Just to... Oh. I didn't realize the report places you get, like, little tokens for it on your journal. That's cool. I like that. I like that you get little thingies. You get to keep track of where you've been. Oop. Every time. Okay. We launch. Turn our light back off. And we keep it truckin'. Oh, it's red. Slowly but surely collecting all of the terror, all of the time. So I can turn that off. I can turn in here. Hit dock. Wither. Get intelligence. Yep. Alright, so that reads the same. And then a riddling contact. Sakane or Shruen. 75 mirrors, you have 25. Oh, here we go. Your contact's riddles make little sense to you. Perhaps you can combine them with the lore you've learned. This will use up the fragments. That's okay. I will say, don't neglect to look over the left side of the hold tab to see your ship's stats. When buying ship equipment, be very careful not to buy equipment for a slot your ship does not have. Oh yeah, understandable. A long struggle. Eventually, you've teased the meaning out of his words. It's like trying to convince a cat to release a ball of wool. He's cat smug, too. At least you have your information. I now have my strategic information. My, the Admiralty will certainly want to know this. Alright. Oh yeah. Our poor hull damage. I don't have any stagger. Negative 0.32 seconds. We're gonna lose crew. If it's below 50%. I'm pretty sure 21 is beneath 50%. Lots of things. Okay. Wither. We could explore the town again. But I also want to keep going. Because we've got 12 supplies for our food. We still have got 8 fuel left. So let's keep going. Where are we going? We need to go that way. We need to go this way. We'll go with the lights, actually. That might be the wiser choice. Oh, okay. It's snowing and it's forced our ship to move very slow. Uh. And now we've got a bot. Okay, let me do this. Let me pause so I can throw the silly bot out. My goodness. No, let me click on. There we go. And now no more bots. Goodness gracious. Alright, let me double check. Make sure a couple of background things are doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing. Um... Alright, there we go. Everything back in working order. So now we go back to slugging, I guess? We're not really trucking, we're just kind of slugging along in the snow. Distant bells. Fed the crew. If there's distant bells, that means there is a port somewhere. But I don't know if it's referring to codex or not. Is it? It might be. Or this might be something down here. No, no, no. I keep going. Ooh boy, the snow. What is this? Oh, is that codex? I'm pretty sure that's just codex. Top of the island looks cool. Can we keep going now? Oh, yes. Bless. No more snow. Okay, so the Seabat is supposed to help with... Zaylor is praying. That's supposed to help go find land, right? There are no islands within the Seabat's... Oh. And we are just out in the open ocean. Got it. Oh, your Seabat has discovered something. Click on the message to mark the location on your chart. The Ragged Crow. Okay, let me get in this light, and then we will give it a check. Alright, so let's look. Oh, it's down there. Okay. So we should head south. Okay. Albeit very cautiously south. Distant bells. We love a good distant bell. What's this thing? Oh, like a lighthouse? Neat. Oh no, that is the Ragged Crow. Hang on. Turn. Oh, it didn't look like there was a way to port that, though. Okay, so we will turn... Up! What is happening? The crawling stars, the lookout shouts. Far above, the false stars in the cavern roof are shifting, a rare and ominous event. What now? Oh yeah, another thing the game doesn't make explicit very well. Different travel speeds are not more or less fuel efficient. Fuel consumption scales to speed. Slowing to half speed burns half the fuel. Engine upgrades and anything else that increases your engine power stat proportionally increases fuel consumption. Fuel efficiency gains will always be clearly and explicitly marked in bonuses. Oh, sick. Good to know. A matter of luck. It could go either way. Well, look. Let's see. All right. In darkness, three of the false stars wink out altogether as suddenly as closed eyes. Oh, the pattern remains is a hopeless and meaningless is as hopeless and as meaningless as the cast eyes. Somewhere, a sailor begins to sup. Oh, well, you were unlucky. Better luck next time. You've gained 2 terror. Now we're nervous. It's fine. We're fine. No new islands. We're heading into the light. Where are we going? Far. Luminescent beasts like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. Terror, your crew's terror is reaching dangerous levels. You can lower it in certain ports and slow its rise by staying close to land and keeping your prow light on. Oh. Whoops. I've seen some players try to save fuel by going slower or think more powerful engines will mean they need less fuel. Thornwell Croft. Do you have a port, Thornwell Croft? Or do you just simply exist? You look like you have a port. Shepherd Isles. Does someone have a port for us to sit at? You sure don't. Do the Shepherd Isles have a port for us? I didn't really see one on Horn. Pressing the H key will blow your horn. This is no useful function. It may provoke nearby ZBs or hostile vessels. Why? Fetter crew. Oh, there was a. Dang it. It's on the other side. Well, at least we weren't in desperate need of fuel. That would have been unfortunate. Alright, so we are at Field Haven. Let's see. Course, the bearded watchman tells you. There's no actual shepherds on this Shepherd Isle. Sheeps are mostly illegal here. Yeah, the way you have the UI scaled up is blocking so much of your view. I think I'm making do pretty okay. Sheeps are mostly illegal. Why? Why are they illegal? No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman that found the islands. Greybeard sitting in the village square nods solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tails. Ask us anything. Ooh, okay. A picnic at Standing Stones. The bearded villagers will sell you mutton stew and kefir and stone bottles of cold fresh spring water and row you over the stones. Something awaits. 5 echoes. Terror. You can collapse the officer roster, by the way. Oh, can you? Oh, I see. My thingy is blocking it. There we go. Oh, let me drag it. There we go. Alright, Tales of the Three Graves. Who sleeps beneath turf over on that island to the northwest? Tales of Thornwell Crofts. What about that isle to the north, that one that isn't bridged? The rest of the Z. I don't have any mushroom wine. Compile a report. Yes, we will do that. Oh yes, yes, my yes, there's been goings on. And the bleak lights of false stars, surface rolling like a porridge pot, up with a roar of steam and flash of fire, 3 widows swimming, tentacles! And then we saw His Highness. There is rather a lot of this material. Rest of the Z we can't do. Engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator? Interesting. Locked with 50 echoes. Huh. Navigator is a first officer who increases mirror and fails. We're gonna do a picnic, just so we can get rid of some terror. Let's see. An odd find. Your sailors watch the fireflies shimmer, swap shanties, pass around the grog, and shy stones at the more vampirically inclined Z-bats. Grasses nod in the breeze. Across the dark water, the lights of Abbey Rock grow watchfully. Your bosun hands you something. Found a rock, he reports laconically. Pretty sure it's dead. What? You have an ambiguous Iolith. A thinking creature made this, or the sea made this, or both. That's kind of concerning, but okay. We lost some terror. We also lost some echoes, but it's fine. And I think that was our token. Yeah. Shops. Nope. We should probably try to head back to London with our reports. So we need to head that way. Yeah, we need to head over this way. So when we leave port, we need to head down that way. Okay. Turn that off. Wolf's Rift. I do my best to not go over the very large, dark, bleak-looking holes in the ocean floor. Oh, look, a light. Or, actually, I saw a creature passing through. Oh, there's another port! Let's go. Oh, it's from Abbey Rock. Haha! Here, let me quote Wikipedia. An eolith, from Greek eos, dawn, and lithos, stone, is a flint nodule that appears to have been crudely knapped. Eoliths were once thought to have been artifacts, the earliest stone tools, but are now believed to be geofacts, stone fragments produced by fully natural geological processes such as glacification. Ooh, okay. Or glaciation, sorry. Black split. A black spit of an island, far from anywhere anyone would want to go. And that's how the Sisterhood likes it. Here stands their fortress, Covenant. There are bear traps that look friendlier than this. Oh. Resources are limited on this bleak rock. The Sisterhood will pay a fair price for supplies. Not a good price, mind. We have 9. We will compile a report. Knock at the Arnstead Gate with news. Offer a gift. Search the surroundings. Beginner's luck. Okay. We will knock at the gates and offer news. The muscular prioress, the abbess, lieutenant, comes to the door to listen. She nods and makes notes. She pays particular attention to news of marsh beast predations and the traffic of the rooftops. In return, she offers a rather perfunctory blessing, but the blessing reassures your crew. Oh, neat. Okay, so we lost more terror. No shops available. There's nothing available for you here. See, I was gonna get more fuel. Having only 5 makes me a little nervous. How many supply? What is there? 9? Oh, hang on. Can I pull up my map? Yes. I think we can make it with 8 supplies crossing through this way. I don't think we can make it with only 5 fuel. And not knowing how many more docks we're gonna run across. Or if we don't run across any at all, then that's just problematic. In general, but I'd rather have the money and in case we run across something. So I'll toss them a... Okay. The muscular prioress jingles with knives and pistols. Oh, she reckons every candle and coil of rope before she reluctantly counts out your payment. Ambiguous eelifs and Sunless sea are Schrodinger's items, whose identity as a crafted artifact, natural stone, or fossilized creature is not determined until you try to apply them to stuff storylines. Delightful. Good to know. Sure, we'll search. A cache. You follow tracks into a sea cave. Someone has stored food, supplies, ammunition. It can't be the nuns. These crafted crates have a Khanate look. The Admiralty will want to know about this. Oh, good! It's less of a problem! And I sold a supply and still got money out of it. And got more supplies. Good! And we've got torpedo components. Sick! Let's go! We've done it. Beginner's luck. Yeah! Delightful. Good. We needed that. Okay, so 10, 13. So we've got 2 strategic informations, and I'm curious how that'll go. Turn the lights off. Oh, there's a light over there. Let's go to the light. Fed the crew. What's this? Oh, there's things. Oh my god, there's a crab. Hornman stag. Okay, we're close. No crab. No thank you. And there's a pirate. Multiple pirates. You see nothing. Restless nights. Oh snap, because of the... Oh my god, don't. No, that's right, they steal supplies. Leave me be. We can go here. Oh my god, no! Restless nights. On the watches of the night, you pad softly past the hatch of the crew quarters. What is happening? That is a screaming candle. In the watches of the night, you pad softly past the hatch. A man cries out softly in his sleep, desperately. Another. Inquire about their dreams the next morning. Oh. The captain can't be seen to take these things seriously. Oh. If you're doing well, you can deliberately delay claiming beginner's luck, which can only be done once per game, to look for more exotic and more valuable opportunities to get lucky. Bats don't steal... Oh. Well... Fair enough! I will simply find it more amusing to myself that they're stealing stuff. We'll leave them alone. Silence at the breakfast table. The crew is subdued as they take their meals, but all is quiet in the next watch. You've lost one terror. Oh, good. There's keep. I think I've got my... Oh, I could still look around the island, though, yeah. Yeah. Or I can have lunch. We'll have another lunch with Phoebe. Oh no, it's okay, it's the same story. Lost 5 terror. Lost 20 hunger. Still got the storm god's attention. Got more fragments. Memory of distant shores? Okay. The bats are waiting. And I will wait them out longer. Okay. No light. We need to get our poor ship fixed. I'll say the music for this game is always incredibly pretty when it comes up. There we go. Okay. Lots of things. Lots of things to do. Alright, so first, we're gonna go talk to our Admiral friend. Pass on strategic information. The Admiral sips up, although he steeples his fingers and pretends calm. Invisible eyes. He's hard to read with those glasses, but he reads the summary intently. Satisfactory, he says. Eminently satisfactory. Actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you're paid. Ooh, 150 echoes. You've got more favor. I've got more strategic information for you, my man. We got more echoes. Now we can go submit our reports. So, we can tell them what the dead have been up to. Favor remains unchanged. Interesting. Got more fuel. Tell them how Wither was going. Got 20. Ooh. Okay, so we can't really talk about Shepherd Isles. Oh, submit as facts, so submit as unsubstantiated heresy. We'll go with this one. Friendly scoffing. I agree, it does seem implausible. So many of the stories from a place do. Still, there's little gold of truth in the mud of rumor from time to time. Your payment, Captain. You have a new accomplishment. Surveyed Shepherd Isles. Sick. Abbey Rock. We categorize it as a military installation, you know, although that has occasioned some quite vigorous debate. We've got 20 echoes, and we've got our accomplishment of surveying Abbey Rock. We can tell about Codex again. Neat. Alright. Let's see. You've got anything else? Yeah, you got any other? Let's see. This port here, what are we going? From Shelinet, far to the east. Everything is like, you need to head more east. Fair enough. A revelatory chart. Speak of moves in the great game. Is there a chess thing that happens? Alright, go to Wolf Stack. Oh, we don't have a free even? Oh, well, we didn't check the... Hang on. London? No. Not London. Story. Our lodgings. That's what we want. And we want to read the morning paper. The Great Game is a metaphor for international geopolitics. Ah, I gotcha. We've lost terror. We've got supplies. Let's see. The Khanate is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence. They always do. The answer Z, the paper's report, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't, you'd know. Oh-ho! A promotional coupon for Miss Plenty's Provisioners. For a half cask of salt here. You could use that. Neat. Back to the rest of London. Okay. So, we have Mooney. So we need to go to... Is it the shipyard? No. It's in the shops. I think. No. Where do we need to go? For the... Oh, it's the dry docks. We need to find where the dry docks are. I think they're in this. Yes. Go to the dry docks. Continue. Okay. I have a reputation. This will completely repair your hull. For 100 echoes. Yeah, man, let's go. For cheap. You may call in some of your Admiralty favors to have good, cheap, quality work done to your ship. Unlocked with hull no more than 74. You have 8. Sure. Go this way. An occurrence. Your hull's quality is now 75. Rapid efficiency. Neat. Let's go. We fixed our ship. We have 387. No. So we go here. What do we got? Fuel, supplies. We should probably buy more, admittedly. Since we have to head so far this way. Into the endless darkness over there. So we should definitely buy more. Especially since everything is cheap on this side. And then I do want to see... Oh, that's fair. Actually, is there... Flensing cannon... Hang on. Is it... Yeah. Yeah, it consumes more fuel but increases speed. Essential for large, slow ships. Engine power plus 1,000. I think we'll be okay with what we got right now. So it's generally just needing fuel and supplies in excess. So it's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll try to keep them kind of even. Oh, that's right, you have hold things. We should be fine with this. 20 for 20? We should be fine. Oh, and then our specialist here. Who increases hearts and iron. Sure. Welcome aboard. She comes with a bag full of Okay, I've been combing the wiki for 10 minutes to try and confirm something, and I want to apologize, but I seem to have steered you wrong. It is totally okay if that if that happens. Like, we're all human here. Well, it's okay. Let's see. She comes with a bag full of knives and her own personal sharpening stone. Don't touch these. Don't let anyone else touch them. Sure thing, lady. Appoint your new officer by dragging her from the... Okay. We now have an expert in amputations. Alright, so... We have to... Or no. It's... I could just do it here. So let's see. She gives +6 iron, +6 hearts, and doctor board +1. And we will speak to them. She works with 2 scalpels at a time, or with a scalpel and a tined instrument, pinning open the flesh she works on. Preparations are brisk, and yield very little blood. Huh. Invite her to dine with you. Does she wield a fork the way she wields a surgical instrument? Increase your hearts. Oh yeah, and I'm assuming you need a... Whoa. Hold up. Lower that. Okay, I need to lower this a little more. Unlocked when learning about the gladiator hair is seeking it... Oh, okay. I shouldn't read that. That'll be a lot of spoilers. What is this? Unlocked when romance an affair with is... Oh. Oh, I can hit on her. Okay. Noted. We'll keep that in mind. Alright, so... What else we got? So our hold is full. Lots of things that we've accomplished. Apparently bat swarms do in fact specifically steal supplies, and I am confusing the mechanic of crew dying when you take hits under 50% hull. Maybe that the bat swarm can only steal supplies when you're under 50% hull, but their attack specifically attempts to remove supplies on impact. Ah! Delightful. That's objectively still horrifying that you're being assaulted by bats to get robbed of your supplies. I think that is mildly horrifying. Okay, let me see. There we go. Okay, I had to double check a couple things. Alright, so... Gods of the Sea. So there are multiple. We know there are multiple because there's 3, but you can... I wonder what happens when you get all 3 of their attentions. Probably not a good thing. Or maybe it is a good thing. We'll find out eventually. Okay, I think we're going to start heading east. Because our hold is full. There's not really much else to grab, I don't think. Oh yeah, there's this, but I don't think we can do... Yeah, we can't do anything with this yet. Oh yeah, and our scholar. Oh wait, they want one of these? Oh, they want the Eolith. You could take that. This is the product of nature, not artifice. Interesting nevertheless. I have the very shelf for it, but if you could bring me something worked, not evolved, next time. Oh. Oh, I've got it. The favorite of the antiquarian. Most officers are romanceable. For a game like this, having romance options blows my mind. I think that is such a fascinating concept to me. Has increased to... That means the chef is romanceable, and I have questions. He only gave me 1 echo for it? Buddy, if you didn't want it, you didn't want it. As the alarming scholar listens, Tears well in the depths of those shining, or is it blazing eyes? They overflow, splashing onto the desk. Blotter, stop! She sobs at last. This is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macaw of memories. I wish each individual tone recalled. Our antiquarian favor is increasing. We've got 10 echoes. Neat. Okay. So we leave this. We have 8 crew, so we should be fine. I think. Okay. Now I think we're good to go. There's not really anything else for us to do at the moment. No, not that. Okay. So, I guess we just head straight up east. I don't think anything on our map. I should zoom out to double check. I don't think anything on our map has been. Yeah. We'll get there. Okay. This is fine. So, I mean, yeah, we just head straight. Turn our light back off. And we get our lovely music back. Oh yeah, we could dock with this ship right here real quick. I forgot they were here, honestly. The Gladiator Hare is actually a free DLC officer, originally released as a back reward for the people who pre-ordered through Kickstarter. She was eventually added to the game for everyone, but because she's DLC, she's overpowered for the game start. It's always waiting on the London docks, so people don't have to look for what they paid for. Oh, huh, neat. Our light ship. We can speak to the crew. Or we can keep it trucking. Oh wait, a thingy popped up. We're now well provisioned. Try venturing further from London. The risks are greater, but so are the rewards. Noted. They long for news of home. See, but we could use the recent news. Unlocked with propagation, a light ship. I don't... we'll do it. In the bleaching glare of the lens, among the smells of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. The Z-Terror recedes. Oh, neat. Okay, so we've lost terror. We lost our news, though. We have 1 sea story. Okay, sick. Oh, it put me sideways. Mutton Island. Oh, south. Creeping tendrils of fungus, seaweed, unflammable aura. We are entering the snares. Oh, no! Don't. No, thank you. To that thing. Mutton Island. Yeah, I marked it. Supposed to be heading east, not south. But into the fog bank. Our gunners struggle to see our foe. There's Mutton Island. I think there was a dock here. That's a positive trait in part because you can only carry 1 recent news, but you can stack unloaded Z-stories, and the terror loss is basically free. That's fair. Quaker's Haven. Once the simple fishing village was part of the London suburbs before London fell. and the waters rushed in. Smoke spirals from cottage chimneys. A lonely hill rises behind town. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Time is passing on one island. 20 echoes. Pick up a wretched grog. I don't want to... Chat yelled at me last time about not picking up the cats. And I don't really want to pick up the cat right now yet. One echo, sure. We now have a port for Quaker Island. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work, convict ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. The actual cost is an opportunity cost, because getting more recent news can only be done at London. It's tedious, and there are endless things to use it on all over the Z, some of which are quite valuable. Yeah, I started kind of gathering that, and that's why I was so on the in-between about whether or not I'd use it. But the fact that we lost some terror for it was good, because we've built up a lot. So, I don't want to... No, I don't want to buy fuel or nothing. Yeah, this just boosts our mirror pages. Okay, so... Let's see... We just kind of headed south. We didn't really head east. Yeah, it's... I'd say save the lightship for when you've come back to port and haven't spent your recent news yet. Or are desperate to dump terror. That's fair, yeah. Okay. So, oh, there's a crab. Go, 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 go. Oh, the light's on. No, thank you. Okay, good. They lost interest. So we'll throw our bat out. There are no islands. Restless nights. Yeah, poor boys. Throw this out. No lone member would notice the change, but you feel the air prickle in your skin. Pigment Island. Okay. Slow down a little bit. We ignore them. We lost one terror. Where's that at? Above us? We'll keep going. What other stuff we got? Pig... Yeah, but... What else? Oh, we're building terror like nobody's business. The light. I know about Pigment Island. There's gotta be other stuff, though. Oh, there's a light. Okay, good. No islands. There's more fog that way. A rock breaks the water like a surface sea beast. No, it's a sea beast. No, it's a rock. Oh, what is this? Stalagmites loom in the distance, like cranes of wolf-stack dogs. We entered a fog bank. Our gunners... Yeah, but, like, what is... I like that there's buildings. What are we fighting? Oh god, what are we fighting? Oh, it's a pirate. No, 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 no. Keep going. No, there's another one. Other restless night. Buddy, don't keep following us, please. No! Gator's Mourn. Where? Over on the other side. We're at 17 and 17. We'll keep going. It's all clear. Click this. Go. We've lost terror. We are at fearful. Ooh, that's not good. Scuttering and shooting in the corners of the hold. Hump shapes on the deck rail. Big yikes. Not good. Discovered Skylar's End. Far off. Very far off, someone screams. Oh, that's nice. We should find somewhere to dock at some point, I think. Nuncio? Oh, hello. And you have a dock. Perfect. The Wretched Mog is a ship's mascot, like most mascots. Her stat bonus is tiny. I know her main stat is Iron. She's combat focused in general. The main advantage of the cat is she auto-wins most rat-related encounters. A white Z-Bat. Zaylor is grown fretful and disobedient, reluctant to go on deck. Even on port, there's a white Z-Bat watching me up there. Salt's messenger. Salt got its eyes on me. I'll never see home again. If the bloody thing is frightening your bloody crew, you'll bloody well settle its heart. Its ash. Feed the Z-Bat? If white Z-Bats are sacred to Salt, perhaps you'll win Salt's favor if you believe any of this. Salt, one of the nameless gods at Zaylor's fear. The sailor is a conscientious man. Send him to the sick bay. We'll feed the bat. From your fingers. The Z-Bat takes fungal crackers from your fingers as boldly as a parrot. It dips its head to you and chirrups something you might mistake for speech. It spreads its wings and leaps into the air. The next day, your crewman is gone, along with one of the ship's boats. No one saw him depart or knows why. You know something of the three gods of the Z. You lost a crew. You've now got Salt's attention. Whoops. I think. McMaster's Haven? That is a man holding a rat. Let's see. Nuncio, taciturn functionaries walk the docks in the uniforms of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rats' eyes. Their ceaseless chittering rolls like the tide. Let's see. Go to the Postman's Tavern. The Inky Blotter, it's called. The sign doesn't look like much. Explore along the beach. There's a long stretch of shale dotted with washed-up kegs, barrels, and smaller flotsam. Let's explore the beach. The rocks slip and slither underfoot, but you keep your balance. We don't have our token. Every lap using a god's attention on purpose is tricky, but it's basically a get-out-of-jail card for a negative encounter involving them. Oh. Noted. Face of the water is dotted with them. As far as you can see in this blackness, carried by a powerful current. Argue with the man holding a broom. What? He is determined. He keeps shoving letters into the sea. The sea keeps shoving them back. Assist the man holding a broom. Both of you together still won't achieve anything, but maybe he'd feel better. Rescue a ticking parcel? No thank you. Not that I can grab it. We have no... Something awaits. Have your Radis Faber... What is... I don't know what that is, but okay. Back to the docks. I will help the guy. Surprisingly soothing. In the long term, what you're doing won't make the slightest bit of difference. Every sodden bit of paper you fling out to the sea will come back in a few hours. But for now, you manage to clear a little patch of the shore, a few feet on each side. The stones are bare, as they should be. Your companion turns his head towards the sound of your work and gives you a little nod. So that wasn't like a terrible trade. You should be occasionally getting free or very cheap crew here and there. It's actually advantageous not to top out crew on purpose because of it. Yeah. An occurrence. Your nuncio learned postal secrets. You now have one, a newcomer ex-nuncio, cultivating friendships with postmen. You lost 5 terror. Nuncio Beach. Oh, it's a tough challenge. No. Oh, is there ticking? No more than 3. So my question is... Okay, hold on. Right. Okay, so... Pages, and our little buddy boosts our pages. Right, yeah. So if I swap them... Because this plus 2 pages. Would that help us any? It does, actually. We were at 30, now we have 33. Neat. Unlocked with Learned in Postal Secrets 1 and Nuncio Learned in Postal Secrets no more than 3. Huh. Okay, that's neat. I'm gonna swap them back though. So I don't want to spend that just yet. I want to see what else is going on. Warmer inside than it looks. Faces turn your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. That's a stamp. The Inky Blotter. Lit by 2 roaring fires, one at either end of the room. The bartender is in postman's uniform, looking almost like almost all of the patrons. A noseless postal inspector called Blunt Thomas delivers the drinks, clears the tables, stacks the firewood. Fragments seem pretty worthless at the start of a captain's run because everything is undiscovered and you're being showered with them. The XP cost to level up keeps going up, and eventually all the big map features you have been found, and then you really have to work for each secret. Then you'll understand why fragments trade 1-to-1 with echoes. Wait. Allow the Clairiere to offer her services. She could remove the call from a postal worker. They wouldn't be a worker anymore, of course. Unlocked with Clairiere treatment. Nuncio. Listen in on... Fishermen brag about fish that got away. Postmen brag about hard deliveries. Ask why the local currency consists of rats. What? It what? No? No? No, it should not consist of rats. Ask why the hairless postwoman is hairless. What? Ask about the big statue. Ask how they occupy themselves during the day. Worker and dead letters no more than 0. Ask why letters wash ashore. Maybe one of them will know. There's a lot of really concerning information being presented just based off of this, but okay, we're gonna run through our little list, I guess. We'll listen on our postal tall tales. Amazing what you get for a penny stamp. Delicate bottles lowered down chimneys on a rope. Do not fold under any circumstance, letters curled through a narrow slot. Rattling, groaning crates brought back to the same address every day for 22 days running. The windows they pried open, the servants they bribed, the delivery surcharges they paid out of their own salaries just to get rid of one more packet. It's hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of mail or the recipients. Stands to reason if the message was a welcome one, they'd tell the other fellow in person, reflects the hairless postwoman. Huh. I kinda wanna know why the local currency is rats. 2 strings of rats for a pint of ale, 3 strings for wine, 5 for the tolerable brandy under the bar. The hairless postwoman at the end of the bar smiles mirthlessly. And maybe it's just the lack of eyebrows that does it. Long enough carrying the things around, you get into the habit, she says. Then she tells you that if you stay out late enough, you'll see some of the postmen making a procession to the center of the island, stringing up rats around the statue like Yuletide decorations, and prayer to an ancient deity of this place. From the coughing and choking elsewhere in the pub, you guess this is a story they often tell newcomers. Echoes are not the local currency. Echoes are the currency of the Echo Bazaar, which is beside London and dominates London's economy. Sunless doesn't talk much about the Echo Bazaar because it's what the Fallen London game revolves around. Huh. Noted. I'm gonna ask about the statue because if there were a guidebook for visitors, it would have to be the first entry. Because the Echo Bazaar has such an immense influence on the Neath as a whole, most occasions on the Zia are willing to trade in echoes. So what's fun for me is you and some friends of mine they're all super in the know about Fallen London and that game and stuff, and my partner, who only found out about it last Saturday, went and started playing it. I think I had mentioned it like early in the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you were here yet or not, but I do want to go look at the Fallen London game a lot, but I also want to keep like whatever it might spoil here, if that makes sense. Kind of like, I want to keep the surprise of like all of the really weird lore that's happening with this surprising. Though at some point I'll probably go look at Fallen London. There's a lot of weirdness in this lore for Sunless Sea, and I do want to check out Sunless Skies at some point after we finish this. There's just a lot happening. That's super fascinating and really bizarre. Cause it's like borderline Eldritch like horror, but it's not quite there. It's in like this weird like subgenre almost. Alright, so we ask about the statue. Yeah, in the center of the island. The monumental postman. Oh, that? That's all of us, isn't it? Sort of the spirit of the island. Most of them don't seem troubled for more of an explanation than that, though the hairless postwoman tells you it didn't always look like a fallen London postman at all. That he used to have a different face, a more old-fashioned outfit. Huh. Accepted by the locals. Eldritch unease. Yeah. Something along those lines. How do they occupy themselves? Dead letter office. Big building, center of town. Hard to miss. You can work there too if you want. It's not clear whether this is a generous offer or a threat. Oh. It hasn't changed because it's higher than 3. Experienced in shift work at the dead letter office. Huh. Asked to borrow a uniform? I can be a postman? So, but there's this up here with allowing her to offer to remove the call from a postal worker. They wouldn't be a... So I wonder if it's you put on a uniform and suddenly now you're a postal worker and you're stuck with it. I'm gonna see what happens with this. The hairless woman won't hear of it, but you do get one taker. I miss London, he says. I'm tired. The inside of my mouth tastes like stamp glue. Ugh. Blunt Thomas gives you a bottle of rum and the use of the basement. No amenities, but I don't fancy cleaning the blood off a better floor. The patient takes off his uniform for the last time, lies on the cold floor. No spectators, said the Clodier air harshly, and puts you out of the room. She comes out later with a scrap of skin from the patient's chest. The patient follows, whistling a tune from Mahogany Hall. You now have a Clodier souvenir. And you now have one Clodier... What does that mean? Try shift at the dead letter office. There's a sign of a canceled stamp over the door. I probably mentioned this last time, but Sunless Skies tried to be a Fallen London sequel too soon, and then Fallen London just kept going, and Sunless Skies became an alternate universe future. Huh. Neat. I think maybe something along those lines, but nothing. It wasn't as direct as that, I think. The fact that this is holding a rat is just incredible to me. Okay, is there anything else I want to give it a swing? We're not borrowing a uniform. We will ask why the letters show up. The pull. It's the pull, they tell you. Dead letters are like so many iron fillings drawn to Nuncio. See for yourself, suggests the hairless postwoman. Go down the shore, collect a bunch of what's washed there, and you'll feel it soon enough. Saves time for the rest of us, says another voice. Apparently, beach scavenging is a civic duty hereabouts, like working in the dead letter service. Sunless Sea is technically a prequel to Fallen London, but there's significant overlap. Ah. Cultivating friendship. It hasn't changed because it's higher than 3. An occurrence. You learn postal secrets. It's not a prequel by a long time, is what I'm saying. Like a decade. Ah. Okay. Nuncio, worker and dead letters hasn't changed because it's higher than 0. You've gained 10 fragments. Alright. So we leave the docks. We continue. Okay. Most of the inhabitants were Londoners once, but that doesn't mean they are now. Uniform behavior. Cataloging all the peculiarities of the place takes many pages. The tailor who imports gilt buttons and braid just to be able to keep everyone's uniforms in condition. The fashion of wearing a post bag with nothing inside. Wearing it open, wearing it upside down, torn apart, or as a hat. Wearing it any way that will show it doesn't have letters in it. Then there are the sitting rooms, papered and cancelled stamps. The Burmo pomegranate curd on toast. The commerce in rat corpses. The hatred of cats. The absolute custom against ever issuing a paper invitation for any event, no matter how formal. It's the familiarity, the not quite Londonness of the place that makes it all so odd. Wild. Okay. Do not return, sender. Fascinating. Alright, so we are getting pretty close to our time here. So, I'm gonna leave this here for how it be. This is where we'll pick up next time. I will do my silly streamer plugs really quick, which is we have a whole Discord for peoples to come hang out in. We've got a couple people in there already just hanging out, sharing art. There are other artists, streamers, gamers, just a lot of friendos hanging out. We've got our socials over on Mastodon and Blue Sky. And then, as mentioned, I am a whole artist. I'm working on a comic. I am doing my best. kind of keeping up with things. So we've got a Patreon, and we do offer commissions for things. And now, with the Patreon shop being on Patreon, you do not have to be a patron to use the shop. That is a whole separate thing. So there is that. There's our silly uh plugs. So let's see who is awake and alive for us to raid. Who do we go hang out with? Oh, there's lots of people. Cheebs is up. We're gonna go raid. We're gonna raid Cheebs. We're gonna go say hi to Cheebies. Cheebies is a pretty chill streamer. She's just all around variety gamer. Very new, like I am. But dude, she's killing it with how she's going. So we're gonna go raid Cheeps, I think. But thank you, everybody who's come out, who's come in and say hi. Thank you for streaming. Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna start our raid. And that is where we will be. So thank you for coming on out.